Hello, blissful friends. Barbara Badolati, author of Sleep Blissful, Natural Ways to Fall Asleep, Stay Asleep, and Wake Refreshed. Okay, it is normal that you should be tired, especially right now, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. And the reason why I think it's important to know why you're tired is because you probably have more compassion for yourself, and you may even be able to take some action that will help you to feel better. So one reason that we are tired, and I speak for myself too, is because our world has sped up, if you will. We are exposed to so much more information constantly. We have to make more decisions in one day than our ancestors made throughout the whole year. And so we're just inundated with a lot of information, which a lot of it is stressful. And so it takes a lot of energy just to get through the day, if you will. And that is probably why a lot of us are tired. It could be your reason. And that's why it's super important to rest. And resting could be that you take a little nap, or you say no to an obligation, or you do a restorative pose or a breath work or something to give you that restorative energy, because you're putting out a lot of energy just by surviving. So give yourself a little bit of TLC regarding that. The second reason is, and it was only a few years ago, but we went through a global shutdown, a pandemic, a pause, whatever you want to call it. It was a major stress for everybody. Even if some people handled it really well, other people were dealing with grief or illness or fear, not having any understanding, or just the unknown. And that took a lot of strain on our bodies. Our bodies and minds and brains haven't quite evolved to be able to handle all of this. And so even though we were inside and maybe we were resting, not really, because there was a lot of underlying stress with all of that. And so and adjustments, right? We had never really had to live that way before. And so because of all of that, we're actually recovering. And yet we want to be with our friends, and we want to get out and do things, and we want to have a normal life again. Well, our nervous systems, our whole bodies, everything went through a lot. And so that could be why you're tired, because it's important to have that recovery. Have you ever had any kind of stress? It could be what we perceive as good or bad stress. It doesn't matter. Like let's just say a wedding. People sometimes get sick after their wedding, or they're really, really exhausted after the festivities, because that adrenaline is going and it's pushing them, because it's an exciting event, or it's a stressful event, or it's a something that's really tragic. And then when our system knows, okay, it's over, or I can take a rest now. Look at people that are caregivers. Sometimes when that person goes into hospice or passes on, the caregiver then is going through their physical ailments. So again, resting is a really nice way to heal and recover. And it doesn't have to be sleeping in every single morning, even though there might be that tendency to do that, which is very telling. But maybe it's just going to bed a little bit earlier, or maybe it's, again, saying no and doing some self-care. And self-care can be all kinds of things. It can just be turning off the radio and not having, or the TV, and not having that constant information, or even something that could be stressful coming at you, or even the people that you're around. So I'm not going to go on to all of that. And then the third reason is that we probably aren't sleeping well. And maybe you have a great sleep routine. That's wonderful, but no 2 nights are the same. No 2 days are the same in our lives. And so maybe you're just not sleeping well, and I can help you with that. There's lots of information out there, again, that could help you. But the most important thing is for you to become your own sleep expert. You know yourself better than anybody. You can look around in your environment and see, there's a lot of clutter in my bedroom, or I am really pushing the envelope and still scrolling way past my bedtime, or I am overcommitting myself and I need to reassess that and honor myself and not exhaust myself. I grew up in a home where, and I still have to work on this because we had to do, go, overcommit. It was just something that I grew up with. And so I've had to really work that muscle and be able to balance having a good time, keeping my obligations, my responsibilities, and honoring myself. So I hope those are just kind of give you some little bit of insight as far as, there's lots of reasons why we're tired, but I think those are the three big ones. So the world is intense. We are just recovering from a major event that was global, and we might not be sleeping really well. So message me if you want some more information. I can maybe give you some more guidance personally, and take good care of yourself, because life is meant to be blissful and I want you to have that. Take good care.